Okay, so February 25th, 2018. Down Darker Trails, Session 1. The Evil Gun. Alright, real quick, guys.
Why can it never be a good gun?
Here's what's happened this year so far. January 25th, Anti-Slavery Society forms in New York. February 25th, the majority of Yavapai and Tonto Apache tribes are forced by the U.S. Cavalry in command of Brigadier General George Crook to walk at gunpoint from Arizona's Verde Valley to San Carlos Apache Indian Reservation, 180 miles to the southeast. The two tribes are not allowed to return to the Verde Valley and, well, ever. But they will someday. Newton Booth, the 11th Governor of California, resigns on February 27th, having been elected senator. Lieutenant Governor of California, Romualdo Pacheco, becomes the 12th governor. He's later replaced by elected Governor William Irwin. And on March 1st, the United States Congress passes the Civil Rights Act, which prohibits racial discrimination in public accommodations and jury duty.
Oh,
that's what's been happening in the United States. Now with you guys, we're going to start with, okay, educated, that they wouldn't know about you. Okay, it's just going to be Yorie to start with here. Yorie, you got a special invitation. When the Secret Service shows up at your door in San Francisco, you've gone back there to visit you. Yeah. And they show up and they say, we need you. This is in mid-March. And they put you on a train. They won't tell you why, but they put you on a train which then takes you to Southern California, to Los Angeles, where you put on a stagecoach, which crosses over into Arizona territory. You're on the stagecoach for what feels like a very, very long time. What the hell?
Somebody burning that?
Before you come to the tiny village of Yellow Flats. Which, once you're off the stagecoach, here's Yellow Flats, you want to take a look. Once you're off the stagecoach, they,
that's tiny village.
Several Army soldiers are waiting for you on the stage. Mm-hmm. They obviously got a wire on telegraph, and they're like, come with us. They take you a few miles west of town where there's a mine, and an Army outpost has been set up with several tents. There's at least 24 men there. You meet Captain John Black, who's in command of this the squad, the regiment, whatever you want to call it. You also meet another gentleman who has been there before. A professor who introduces himself says, welcome! And he gives you a big handshake. He says, I'm Professor Marion Terwilliger. It's so exciting. Come on, let's go. As if you know what you're even going into.
Yeah.
So do you want to talk to this guy at all or not?
No.
Okay. He leads you into a mine shaft, which goes straight into the side of the mountain. There's several other scientists at the end of it. And on the ground, there is this strange thing.
Yorie's dead.
That looks He's got a backup character, so we're just going to get it out of the way.
Andy really wants me to be an Uncle.
Can you see this? Get some light.
I don't trust you guys. Shed some light on the situation.
It looks familiar to you a little bit.
Yep. That's the duty.
Nudie Nico.
Okay. You can actually flip it over for now. Professor Terwilliger said, I didn't get your name, sir.
Brandon Stalloid.
Mr. Stalloid. Great. So, I guess they brought you here like they brought me here.
Sure. Yeah, by stagecoach.
Yeah, well, exactly. What an amazing, genius means of transportation. If you don't like being uncomfortable for great periods of time. So, we've been examining this thing. They're calling it the Crescent.
I can see that as a crescent.
Yes. Well, apparently it gives off electricity, and the prisoners here who are being used as slave labor were some of them touched it, and then they were able to break their shackles. It's quite amazing. The government seems to think it's of some importance. It appears to be just solid metal, but obviously there's something in it. There's a couple soldiers in here, obviously guarding you. There's a couple other scientists. You mean, yeah. Possibly. You meet Thomas Fall, he's a metallurgist and a geologist, and you meet Andrew Bennington, who is an engineer and an electrician. It's a brand new field. He says that Professor Terwilliger says that he has dated this object based on the material around it.
Matheson is talking to us.
He's dated the object based on the surrounding stone, because this was embedded in rock before the dynamite was blown off. And he points out the spot like 8 feet from this thing. where the dynamite went off, and there's no marks on it whatsoever. He says, I believe it came from the Middle Eocene era, 50 million years ago. Amazing, isn't it? The other fossils in the area confirm this, that this thing is 50 million years old. It seems to be powered because there is an electrical current that you can get when you pass wires through it. Onto it. And obviously it's artificial in nature. It's obviously artificial in nature. Even. So the government wants to study this. I wouldn't recommend touching it. I think that'd be a bad idea. So, you can make me a spot hidden, Yorie. We're going to finish this little scene in it so I can shoot. I should have done vignettes for you guys who played last time. I forgot. We're going to go back.
I didn't make that.
You didn't make it? Okay. No, you don't notice. But he'll point it out for you after talking. He's very excited about this whole thing.
But can I touch it?
Are you going to touch it?
But can I touch it?
I wouldn't recommend it. I would not. Look, see these piles of dust here? There's like 3 little piles of like dust. It's like I believe that's what remains of the prisoners who actually touched it. I believe somehow the device took all the liquid out of them. You're a biologist, aren't you?
They broke their shackles first.
Yes, apparently. I don't know the whole story. They broke the shackles. They released the other prisoners. It must have been quite a thing.
Turn the dust.
I don't know, but we're having a. Are you a biologist? We need a biologist. Chemist, but you're a chemist.
Yes.
Yes, I'm a chemist as well. Chemist, physicist, inventor. He basically, the government wants you to find out what this thing is and what it can do. So you're being brought here. You're allowed to go stay in town every night if you want to be comfortable. That's what most of the scientists.
Have we done any animal testing?
Not yet. You have not. So if you want to think of some tests to throw at me shortly here.
We're going to go get a lizard from...
Okay. We're going to jump, actually, the people played last time. We're going to do some... Yes. So on the back of your character sheet, under your... We can't have any table chat at this meeting. Under ideology, significant people, meaningful locations, or treasured possessions, pick something that you want to explore. You know what I mean? And we're going to do a very short scene, if you guys want, dealing with one of those things. It could be a flashback. It could be something that you deal with, talking to a significant other. It could be letters to your cousin/sister-in-law, whatever. So, you guys have never done this before. I know I did this with Austin in the other game. It's just to help kind of flesh out your character a little bit. Who wants to start with the 3 of you? Or who has one thing that they picked that would be interested in just very, very briefly?
Oh, the history?
Oh, the history?
No, that's...
Oh, it's a letter! I'm sick of kitty. Dearest Ava. Oh, that's awesome. Damn, Ashton, you were just going the extra 100 miles on this.
I got my response.
Yeah, we can call this yours if you want. Alright, let me have these, because I'll add this into the journal. Now, I'll give these I'll give back to you.
Here, birthdays.
Oh, I like that. That's cool. Shh. No. Would you guys quit teasing my dad?
I'm not.
I blame cop.
She just knows I have jerky.
Okay, what about you? Ben?
Alright,
You got something you want to explore very briefly?
I wasn't quite prepared for this, but I have an idea.
Okay.
On my sheet, the one I've started, his family is worth dying for, and I believe that as the Apache people are being forced out of their homes, the Kali is keeping an eye on it, obviously not close enough that she would be, spotted.
She's in Wyoming. Healing up during that whole thing.
Oh, was she really?
You were with Dr. Weiswald.
Well, I think she'd hear about it, or maybe she receives a letter from her brother who's still going with them.
Okay.
Who I established
The Vape are also being taken out of the area. Northern Arizona, they're all gone.
So, yeah, she'll hear about that, and she'll remember the time when there was a conflict between white people and her tribe, and she lost her parents to it.
Okay. So what happened? So it was a beautiful morning. It was such a beautiful day. Nothing could go wrong.
Oh, and then the white people came.
And then all of a sudden, what? Army men just came down the slope, shooting everybody in sight.
I mean, I feel like that's probably kind of how it went.
Okay, teepees are knocked over and burned. Ponies are killed. Or there's the ones that certain men drop near some of the ponies and just start cutting them to pieces. Your parents, what happens with them? What do they do?
They're struggling to get people out and trying to get weapons to fight and stuff. And
how does your mom die? I can give you ideas if you want.
Okay.
Shot in the back?
I just need to...
Cut down by an officer with a saber?
I got a good idea going. I need just a little bit of time. Okay, so I feel like she's trying to get young Jacali on a horse and get her out.
Right.
To get her to escape. As they're doing that, right, and Dad's gone off with weapons to try and fend them off because he likes to play the hero. So, Mom's getting her on the horse, and all of a sudden, the horse gets shot and goes down. And so they're kind of trapped.
Okay.
And this was dead horse body. Nobody likes dead horse bodies.
No. The horse body screams.
So she's trying to get Jacali out and trying to run away.
Right.
And eventually, as she's like, I guess this is young enough where she's carrying her.
Okay.
Or they're running away together or something like that. A bullet flies and hits her leg.
What?
And
down she goes and drops
Jacali stayed with her the whole time, but
she bled out.
There wasn't anything she could do.
Did Jacali know what happened to her dad? Was he just gone, or she later found his body?
Yeah, I feel like it's that. Like at the aftermath, she finds out that he died, or she sees his body.
Last question: are these soldiers, or are these just white men without any badges or anything?
I think this is partly maybe soldiers or militiamen or something like that, and it's also probably a good portion of just people from around who are angry.
So some soldiers, but mostly a bunch of men with guns, no badges or anything, killing them. Okay, I like that. So that's good. It's got to be very, very small. But yeah. Collin, what do you want to explore in your past or present? Okay, I know what I want to explore. Who's that dude who's on your significant people in your life?
Which one?
The guy's name who's not one of the other player characters.
I have two.
I read about it.
Who?
I have two.
Is he in your history?
I have Reuben Fielding and...
Reuben Fielding?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know who the other one is because he's a famous chief, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I plugged that name into Google, and he's an actual famous chief.
I chose a name at random.
Yes. That's a famous chief, I believe, and we'll double check on that later. But.
Wow.
Reuben! Tell me about Reuben. Is he a friend?
Yeah, you could say that. Back when Wilder was scouting for the Confederate Army, he kind of found himself in the middle of like this really just brutal battle at the edge of this flooded creek.
Okay.
It's like he just got caught up in it. He didn't know like people were there.
Oh, that's right. He was a scout. He didn't fight.
So he turns tail and just runs. About a mile or half mile upriver, he actually finds this Union soldier kind of bleeding out, has like a wound in his leg.
Okay.
And offers to help him. Like, I'll find that for you and take you out of here if you want. And the guy just agrees and says he doesn't want to fight anymore, so they book it out of there.
Okay, that's Reuben?
Yeah.
He was on the Union side?
Yeah,
and then they remained friends?
Remained friends. They stayed kind of together for the next couple of years. Wilder actually taught him, like, trapping, a little bit of trapping, kind of the trade a little bit.
Okay. Is he live in Colorado with you? Or in the area somewhere?
Kind of in that area. Okay. Like, after about 2 years, they kind of split and went their own separate ways. But they
visit once in a while?
They kind of, whenever they find each other in the same kind of general area, they kind of seek each other out.
So you see him in those 7 weeks between that first adventure and the second, and you guys talk.
Yeah.
Oh, dog. Oh, shoot. What was I going to say? Were you a deserter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That was that. After that battle, he just like, I'm out.
Okay.
I can't do this anymore.
Okay, cool. Okay, so you visit with Reuben in that time.
Okay.
Colorado's not a state yet. I didn't realize that.
No, yeah, I looked that up.
I screwed that up, but yeah. Okay. So, all right. Dan McGowan has escaped 2 weeks ago from the prison detail. He was supposed to be in a California penitentiary. For some reason, he was on a prison detail in Arizona. I'm not sure why. It doesn't. Yeah, something seems off. But he escaped in the area of Yellow Flats, Arizona. So, pal, you're coming there to come get it. Might have leads. You're also playing a bounty hunter.
Yeah.
You're coming there to try to find Dan McGowan. You're also a bounty hunter. You're coming there to find Dan McGowan.
Dan McGowan.
Luck rolls. Who gets there first?
Sure.
Hell, the luckiest person.
Oh yeah, that's right. This guy's nickname is Lucky. So you're in the mines. What do you want to come looking for Dan McGowan? Think about a reason why you'd want to come to Yellow Flats.
Somebody probably like hired me to come look for him, just scout.
That's a great idea.
I found him once before.
You guys need to think. You two be together, but need to think of the reason why you're in Yellow Flats.
28 out of 80.
28 out of 80 is. That's a hard success.
Yeah,
it's in Arizona. It's going to be west of you. It's in northern Arizona. Way up here. It's right up here. That's the Doug
I want to find this thing.
You got a hard success. What did you get?
I got a regular success.
And Kyle got a fail.
Yeah.
So you arrived first. You arrived several days before.
Size check.
He's asking why we're I would think like maybe
You arrived several days before.
Yeah.
You've been out every day searching for it.
Yeah.
You can also look at this map of town.
Jack West is awesome, man.
Here's a list of the people in town, of the most prominent people, guys. Here's a list of the most prominent people in Yellow Flats. Once you're there and you've kind of been there for a few days, you can look at this list.
Cool.
I've also got pictures of most of the people on that list.
Nice.
There's probably an additional 50 or 60 people living in Yellow Flats. There's probably a couple hundred people there. And keep in mind, on this map, the prominent places are shown. All the others are going to be small houses, maybe tiny, uninteresting businesses, that kind of thing. Let's see. So you arrived first, and then Jack West showed up. Jack West, Yorie doesn't get there till after the bounty hunters do. So are you two guys gonna? You guys could probably meet at some point if you want at one of the saloons. Mm-hmm. Eastwood Saloon actually has rooms upstairs that are nice. The Leon's 5-star Saloon has rooms, and also certain girls who will help you through the night if you so desire.
How?
Yes.
Elaborate. Did you put yours on?
They will have sex with you. You pay them money. I don't remember. Kyle put the ones in, so we'll leave them anyway. There's no train in this town. There's a stage line that runs through. But that's about it. It is 100 miles from the nearest other town. It is in Yavapai territory, by the way. You find out a little later. And it was this area that the Yavapai were moved out of too. So not necessarily close to this town, but in this general vicinity. Bounty hunters and Collin. Since we forgot to have you roll luck, you can just show up last because you don't want to get shot anyway. So the 4 bounty hunter people who are here after Dan Magooin, if you guys want, you will meet each other at some point. Do you want to meet before other people arrive, or are you keeping to yourselves?
I would not talk to other bounty hunters.
Okay.
I'd probably be.
It's not necessarily easy to tell other bounty hunters, but there's not a lot of travelers through this town. So you'll pretty quickly figure out who the other strangers are.
I'm not a bounty hunter.
What are you saying, John?
I'm probably just keeping to myself.
You're keeping to yourself. You've got a badge. There's a federal marshal. He's got a badge. This is a territory. Your jurisdiction is sort of it, kind of. There's a town marshal. And he has 1 deputy. There's no town council. You guys learn. The ranchers generally just make decisions, or the town makes decisions and then decides who's going to do it, and it goes like that. Same with you, Collin. It is spring. It's March. This is the highlands of Arizona. It's still pretty warm during the day. You two guys are next, and then I will deal with Preacher Man.
Alright.
How do you guys want to come to town? I'm assuming you have a horse. Miss James, do you have a horse? Collin, do you have a horse?
Yes. We both have horses.
Everybody has horses, and you two have horses too. So, okay. So, how do you want to come? You're coming down. You're riding down towards town, just the 2 of you. Why are you here?
Well, I feel like this could probably be part of the time when I'm investigating those artifacts that I got.
Okay.
And especially if I was spending time healing up, I probably wouldn't have time to finish all my information.
Okay. So you're just passing through in case there's somebody who might know that information.
And I'm looking for somebody who recognizes this, who can make sense of this. I'm probably asking tribes people at this point. So not just anybody.
The Yavapai were all moved out. But there's rumors that there is one Yavapai who's not a shaman or a wise man or anything, but he was a brave.
Yeah.
Who's living somewhere near Yellow Flats.
Like me.
So that could actually be a legitimate.
That's probably why I'm
going
around.
So you guys will come into Yellow Flats. You can take a look at the map. You guys can get rooms at the Eastwood Hotel. Nice accommodations, or at Leon's Saloon. Austin. Father Bishop, or Father, what's his first name?
Father Peter Bishop.
Father Peter, or however you go by. Why would he come to Yellow Flats?
He is traveling through the West to rid the world of evil.
Okay. How so? How is he traveling? Does he have a horse?
He has a horse.
He has a horse, okay.
With saddlebags on the side where he keeps the majority of his preaching equipment and all that stuff.
Okay. So he comes riding into town to...
he has performed a few exorcisms in the past few years, so that's the main thing he's looking for.
So you're looking for possessed, terrible, pea soup puking girls and stuff.
He's also come into a few other occult type things.
Okay.
Okay.
So occult and Spiritual stuff.
Which is
Not my medicine.
Which is
some crazy guy who thought he was a vampire, was ripping people's throats out, stuff like that. Okay.
Yo, is this main lead gunsmith?
Yes.
You asked me to remind.
Brotherhood shall prevail.
God, what is that from?
Oh, I know what it is.
There's a
There's Van Cleef.
There's
Yeah, there's a Van
World of
Cleef.
Warcraft
You asked me to
character
remind
named Van Cleef.
Okay.
That I'm sensitive.
Yes. Yeah, okay.
Like physically. It hurts when you talk to them.
No, he sees ghosts.
No, I was there when they
Okay, so you've come into town. Do you preach too? Do you like pick? Well, you're a Catholic priest. That's not as evangelical necessarily, but you can be. If you want to be a street corner preacher, you can as well. So that's up to you.
If someone strikes up a conversation with me, I will potentially bring up God.
Well, you're wearing black with the
Yeah.
okay.
So it's easy to
The
tell.
collar. Yeah, you're definitely, and you have a black hat or something, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. And you carry a crossbow. Are you carrying the crossbow around town, or you get in a room and leaving it there most of the time?
Crossbow is on my horse most of the time.
Okay. Well, your horse is probably at the library stables. Are you leaving it at the library stables, or do you want to leave it up? Do you want to leave the crossbow in your room when you're not, like, actively fighting people?
I'll probably leave it in my room.
Okay. So you're around town unarmed for the most part when you're just dealing with people. Okay. All right.
Are you letting us pick what we're doing right now?
Well, we're going to. What I'm going to do is, it's going to be the first night in Yellow Flats for you guys to like get to know each other or to meet up, or for people that know each other already to go, what are you doing here? Blah, blah, blah. Eastwoods has a nice little diner, but Leon's has like a dancing, like a show, like singers and stuff like that. So it's up to you which ones you really want to go to. Eastwoods is a quieter saloon, whereas Leon's, there are more bar fights, there's more people in there hard drinking.
Ooh, I want to go there.
Okay.
Bar.
Yorie, are you coming into town?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to come into town and spend the night?
Yeah. I'm going to Leon's.
You want Leon's, okay, so
Yeah.
if you want to spend a little more money, yes.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to spend some more money, then you can actually have somebody spend the night with you. That's up to you. Okay. The offer's made. Are you guys staying in Eastwoods? Ashton and Ben.
You're staying at Eastwoods? Where are the places we can stay at?
There's Leon's and there's Eastwoods. And Leon's is a little rougher, and there's some of the dance girls are willing to spend the night.
Eastwood.
Yeah, Leon's is towards the middle of town. Yeah.
I mean, we're both women, so like, I think I'm good. I guess I shouldn't speak for.
Okay, well, what we'll say is that you've gone to Eastwoods. Or no, okay, we're going to say this. We're going to start with you three. You spot Professor Stalloid walking down the street. That's weird. Did you hear that, Yorie?
Yeah. They saw me walking down the street.
Yeah. Professor Terwilliger's coming to town with you, so you can show them his picture. He wants a good meal. He's been spending the night at the army camp, and the food there is awful.
No, God.
So,
I thought that was you.
no, that's Professor Terwilliger.
I've decided what my character looks like.
Have you? Okay.
What I've just been kind of semi-describing. I just look like Nikola Tesla and a mustache.
Okay. Okay.
A top hat.
I'm gonna get actually. Okay, so you look like Nikola Tesla. This is gonna be the first quick scene. Ashton, your character has white hair that's pulled back in a long ponytail with beads and feathers, right?
Green.
That's what I meant. It's braided with
Yeah.
beads and feathers, though, right? Okay. See, I remember. Yes. And wrinkles. She's got a lot of wrinkles. And you look like the typical Apache woman, long hair that's also probably braided. In order to stay out of the way. So you two spot Professor Stalloid walking with a man you don't recognize down the street towards Leon's, right?
So it's been like a day?
Yes. It's been a few hours.
After I know there's some more like weird stuff going on that I've been brought here for, me and Twilliger have been just going back and forth with the weirdest things we've seen.
He's never seen anything weird.
Oh, okay.
He's wanted to.
So I guess I'll just tell him the few weird things I've seen.
Alright, so he doesn't have any explanation for it, but obviously those are some kind of...
And,
they almost sound like dinosaurs. Quite amazing. Did you save the body? Have you stuffed it? You know, he's really...
Do I spot hidden on them, or how do I spot
No, you see them.
I see them? I point
you guys see him first. So obviously.
Oh, man.
These two are engrossed in some conversation. They're heading towards Leon's. So, do you want to approach them or meet them inside or what? You guys are already going to be in Leon's.
When
Yeah,
did we know dinosaurs were a thing?
They knew about dinosaurs by now.
That's your supply,
Yeah,
right?
fossils. They have fossils
Yeah.
that they've already found in this area.
You seem to run into them.
I could always use some more laudanum.
I'm dropping you dice.
So heading into Leon's if you guys want to go.
I also carry some other things.
So, are you approaching him? Do you guys want to talk?
Yeah.
You want to just take a separate table and you don't know him?
Have I spotted him yet?
The normal.
I'll give you a spot hidden. They spot you
We
automatically.
come up at his table and just sit down.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay. So you're talking to Professor Twillier, and these two just sit down at your table with you, like you're expecting them.
Okay, I'm like, speak of the devil! This is the one that was levitating!
Levitate.
Oh yes, I'd like to ask you about that. He seems very excited about this whole levitation thing. Mary Twilliger, nice to make your acquaintance. Oh goodness, oh nah.
Hello.
We've got a full house.
Yeah, we
today.
do.
Yep.
You're sitting right here.
People.
Just come this way.
How will we figure this out?
Scoot the chair in.
Okay, so sorry.
We switched it up for
Right
Ben.
here.
No, you're here because Ben had no luck at this
Apparently.
trying to help him.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm no swap.
Oh my god.
Grandpa.
Nice, Ben. You didn't hit any of the lasers.
Ben, you'd be really good at vertical.
Oh,
Marion Twilliger.
Alright.
goodness.
Sorry, it's Professor Marion Twilliger, physicist, chemist, and Ben. He shakes both of your hands very enthusiastically. Hands up, especially you, gives you a little bounce, sits back down. Seems very like, oh. We're here to oh wait, we're not supposed to talk about it. We're not supposed to talk about it, remember? Oh, yes. We're here to investigate. Well, it's this strange device. He starts telling him all about it.
Alright. And we keeping the government secrets? I like him.
He's keeping it from everybody with you. Boom! We're gonna jump to Amberlynn while you two talk. I'm sorry, okay, you go ahead. You go ahead.
I have no idea what's going on.
You know me about the thing.
Yes, they call it the Crescent. It's a crescent-shaped device. It's silver. It seems to be made of one piece of metal, but it also has interior that we can't get to. It's impossible to damage or to mark or to mar. We tried acid today. We tried those saws. It's just amazing. You pull out the buckskin. Huh. Why, that's actually a pretty... That looks a lot like it. Would you say this looks like the device?
Yeah.
It's quite familiar. Well, there's not it's an incorrect number of spikes on it.
Yeah, right.
It's missing some spikes, but yes, otherwise that looks quite like it.
Oh,
Firing a gun into the air?
No. Would we have noticed the Indians coming to a higher up establishment?
And Indian.
And Indian.
And Indians.
Yes.
What
Okay.
are you? I thought you
Bounty
were...
hunters are already there, but you're all at separate tables. Okay.
Whoa, white?
Colin, did you want to be at Leon's? You're going to come in. You'll come in momentarily. How about that?
Everybody else.
Pretty much right now. Everybody's going to have a meeting at Leon's.
Yeah. Well, I did show up last. So.
It's impervious gas.
You
It's
should
what it
just
gives
come
off
to the same
electricity.
table and sit down like we did.
Huh?
We catch any lizards and like send them towards it.
Yeah, they touched it and didn't seem to have any effect on it.
No effect on lizards.
No. Apparently the device was used to orchestrate an escape from the mines by prisoners from California. It was quite amazing. They said they broke the bands that were holding for their leg bands. They just snapped it right off after they touched it. But we did find some dust that might, our chemical analysis of it is not quite complete. But it's quite exciting, quite exciting. Now, how did you float in the air? I understand that Indian swamis can do that.
How did I... What? Does he throw me in?
Float in the air.
Oh, float in the air. I did no such floating. Mr. Stalloid, he saw the native man that we encountered together waving his hands and made up some story about magic, but I don't know how that happened. I don't know how he got to that story.
I had my doubts. I did have my doubts.
Miss Weiswald was there. She can back my story.
Miss Weiswald, he gives your hand a nice shake. He seems to be enchanted
journal.
by women.
I gotta protect my pride.
You write liar. Okay.
Right next to the story, you call me a liar.
Okay.
Yes, we met
Where'd she go?
a...
Here she is.
Was he a Hopi man?
He was,
Also, I was
paved.
passed out,
Paved.
so.
He was paved.
I don't know how I got Hopi.
Oh, you were passed out during the whole thing because you got attacked by the monsters. You wrote Hopi?
So it's not a lie.
No, I said I was
see the
thinking
levitation.
So, Amberlynn, you've been in town for a few days.
Okay.
Because you came here to do your stuff. There's the map of the town. And if anybody cares, here's a list of people in the town.
Is this you, madam?
That is, yes, that's Leon Hathaway. She's up on the stage. She says, ladies and gentlemen, for your edification, we bring you the famous Gemma Jones. People are clapping, the little curtain opens up, and there is, let's see, okay. Gemma? There you go. piano player's playing. Okay, and so you are, yeah, that's pretty. So she is singing. Professor Terwilliger's like, boom, he's like entranced by this. Even though he's like in his 60s. He's still talking to you. You were. And then immediately when Jonah Jones comes on, he's like, alright. And he's just watching the stage.
Rude boy.
He's still talking to you. When you talk to him, he still makes replies, but he's not making eye contact with you.
Okay, how does he make... Okay, I'm gonna test this, Waters, if he actually is listening. It was a pavement man who said he was looking for this object called the Horn. This was his picture.
It looks exactly like the device. Quite amazing. She's a great singer, isn't she? He's clapping when she stops between songs, that kind of stuff. Other men are too. A lot of rough-looking men. You've been in town a few days. Most of the men who come into Leon's are rough men. Mostly they work for ranches. There's a few bounty hunters in town right now because Dan McGowan recently escaped from a prison gang that was in from a prison gang that was working a mine near to town.
Can I get names?
Yes, actually, we probably should give descriptions too. So
No.
By John, what's your name?
Because I stand out
Lambert,
a lot.
What?
Lambert,
I'm
Otto.
horrifically
Lambert,
Lambert Otto. How old are you, John?
When I first see you, I think
31.
Gollum creation.
What's your character look like?
I am Mr. Collin.
Listen up, everybody. Let's get a description. What do you look like, John?
Well, first thing that stands out about him, he's freaking tall. He's 6 feet 7 inches tall.
Okay.
A very sturdy looking man.
So good.
He,
Hang on to your stuff. I left the window open because it's so warm.
he has some short hair, black, and he has a kind of a goatee, with and he has blue eyes. And he's wearing some dusters, some riding boots, a derby hat,
Bring it, Jerry.
like bowler hat.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And notably, he has a saber sitting attached to his belt around his duster.
And you got a pistol too, right?
Yeah, hidden in the coat.
Collin. You're playing Wilder. Okay, what do you look like?
G-E-M-M-A.
Gemma Jones.
My name's Jimmy Jones.
I introduced her.
Me too.
Are you Jimmy Jones fast?
Who's Jimmy Jones?
Hell yeah.
This large, seemingly large bearded man wearing lots of pelts and a bear pelt that actually still has the bear head, it sits on top of his own head.
Yes. Even though it's very warm.
Yes, it's very warm. It doesn't seem to bother him for some reason.
Okay.
Or he's just fluffing, that might notice.
Oh yeah. Also, there is a large.
Sorry, Colin.
Oh, he's got a terrible scar.
Yeah, he has a. Otto has a large scar going across his face, kind of like that. It looks like it was a saber cut into his face.
Okay, Collin, is that it about you guys? Big beard.
Big bushy beard, yeah.
What's his name?
Wilder.
Yeah, we gotta figure out how Austin's priest. Your priest could be in here. He's Catholic. They drink constantly.
Wait, what was his
Okay.
character's name?
He's Wilder. Collin. Oh, John. John is Lambert Otto. Professor Brandon Stalloid.
OTT.
Yeah.
The most beautiful
I
man
know some names.
anyone has ever seen.
Adonis.
You're Adonis, remember?
Oh, not with that face.
Yep, with that face.
No.
No, he's beautiful. He is he stands out in the crowd. Adonis. That's all we're gonna write about him.
I
Is he clean shaven?
say, just looks like Nikola Tesla with that
Oh
mustache.
yeah.
Yeah, top hat.
And a top hat.
What's your appearance?
It's like 80.
It's like 80. Yeah. He's
Mine's
beautiful.
85.
He's a beautiful
Yeah.
man.
I'm a beautiful man.
Okay. Father what?
Father Peter Bishop.
Peter Bishop. Describe him.
He is a tall, lanky man. He is very wrinkly and unattractive.
How old is he?
He's 55.
Younger than Professor Terwilliger. Wearing priests. Does he wear pants or does he wear like a cassock?
He wears a cap.
Okay.
And
Captain.
no. And you know, the Monty Python's Spanish Inquisition hats?
It's a real wide brim.
Those look black.
Yeah.
I did not expect that.
Oh.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
I think.
Wide brim, black hat. He appears to be unarmed. Kyle. Clayton Pierce.
Clayton Pierce, federal marshal. Going off of this as a base image.
He's got a mustache.
Yeah, the face is completely correct.
Was that from the video of the guys screaming in the mountains?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, no, that's from the country troll.
Missed opportunity.
Okay. And what is he wearing? He's got a 6-gun on his belt, right?
Yeah. He has a rifle over his shoulder most times.
Badge here, or does he have it on his belt?
It's on his.
Okay. Yeah. He probably doesn't have a rifle right now. It's probably
No, not in the saloon, probably not. He wears a plaid shirt. He doesn't really wear a duster or anything like that. So the badge is pretty much always seen.
Very prominent. Okay.
Yeah.
Federal Marshal. James Brown is Jack
West.
Jack West.
He is John
Oh God.
X.
His face is maimed face.
I look like Two-Face in the West.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Ben, have you seen?
I like to see that AU.
Yeah, no, like you can see into my mouth from the side.
Something horrible happened to this man. Yeah, he looks terrible.
Oh no.
People are avoiding him. Even the dance hall girls have not come over to a
It's on my left side. If everybody's on my right side, they haven't seen it yet. Bouncers. I'm a big guy, but it looks like I've got a lot of lean muscle on me.
Ashton. Hold on, listen up. Ashton is a... There you go.
Yeah, I'm Ava Weiswald, nickname White Wind. She has white long hair and a braid, with beads and tires, and she has wrinkled and tired eyes.
How old is she-ish?
45.
Okay, she's in her
44.
40s.
So Ben's the end.
I kind of forgot how to say.
You're 44.
What
Right.
else?
She's obviously a white woman. The white hair doesn't look like it's from age, right?
No, it's...
So it looks like it's just she's like a natural platinum blonde almost kind of thing. Very rare look.
Are you from somewhere else? Because that name sounds like it's from a place.
Yeah.
Icewood. Alright.
Icewood. But you don't know her name yet. But yeah, you can ask her that when you eventually talk to her.
What, do you have an accent? That's what I was going to ask.
I don't think so.
No,
No. If anything, she has kind of a southern accent. From where you're from,
Yeah.
it would make sense. If you want, you might.
No,
Yeah.
it's good.
That comes across the letter.
Okay, Ben. Ben's got a picture too.
Yes, I have a picture. I am playing a Native American Apache woman named Jacali. Oh, picture.
How do you spell that?
Jacali.
Yeah, it's pretty much how it sounds actually.
Did you look older than you are?
I am 32.
Okay.
But she dresses pretty simply and pretty rugged. She's a scout / mountain woman, so she lives out in it.
Does she have a bow with her?
She carries a bow.
Did she carry it in the bar, or would she leave it in her room? Same with you, Ashton. I need that to know if you have your bow on your
I have
bag.
my knife, I don't need it.
Okay.
If we have a room, I might leave it there.
Okay. Yeah, you guys could have all got
Full
one.
of monsters.
Okay. Yeah, I've already got that description. And wait till she's eating, and then make her talk.
I always do that, okay.
And just give the name that is your like public name too, by the way.
Not the other one.
Not if nobody knows it. Not yet. You can
Okay,
eventually
yeah,
make that.
nobody knows it,
Yeah.
Okay,
One more.
My name is Gemma Jones. Gemma
Jones.
Oh my god, I didn't even think of that.
No, stop.
Gemma. Jones.
Gemma. I like that.
Like a gem, yeah. I'm 22. I have pale skin, black, curly, long hair, soft voice, like a thick Megan Fox from Jonah Hex.
Not as skinny as Megan Fox.
No.
That's good.
A little thicker than that, and slightly more covered up. A little more modest.
Than Megan Fox?
Yeah, a little more covered up, more modest than Megan Fox.
What was she?
Soft-spoken, charming, thoughtful, and somewhat naive.
Okay, so that's who's in Leon's tonight. Gemma Jones is singing. You get to sing as much as you want. In addition to some little money that comes from Leon's, a lot of the patrons, silver dollars or whatever, are throwing money putting money on the stage or clapping. She's from out of town. So this is probably kind of special. A lot of ranch hands some ranch hands are here, but not a ton. And then your group. Pretty much everybody's at separate tables except for
Bar.
these four. You're at the bar. Okay.
Mr. Guy's name, what was it?
Clayton Pierce.
I actually have to
Any
drink by like
tables of gambling going on?
tilting.
Yes, Leon's does have gambling. There's a gentleman who is doing some gambling. I have to look at the gambling skills. Yeah, I actually found. Who the hell is he?
I'm going to notice you if you're doing that.
Jack Pettit. He's pretty prominent. He's doing some gambling over there with some other men. We can do some role play to get you guys somewhat introduced if you so desire. Or if you want to sit in the corner drinking and not talk to anybody, James Brown? Oh, wait, no, I'm just kidding.
Well, yeah, no, I'm looking around and I'm seeing an Indian and I'm kind of confused.
That's fine.
Okay. Have I gotten there yet?
Yes, Collin. Yeah.
Because an Indian here is
If
kind
I
of
like
weird,
say
right?
that, I'm just gonna go over there and just sit on the same thing.
Okay. So we'll do that then. Collin comes and joins. Sorry. Wilder comes and joins you guys at the table. He just walks over and sits down
Probably just takes the
like
seat
he
out
knew you
here,
weren't
right?
supposed to be there. Did you get up? Oh, yeah, you went over to gamble.
So I just kind of took my seat.
Stalloid's like heads across the room and Wilder takes his seat.
Did Williger notice?
To Williger. Wait, no, he's watching Jim and Jones. He's not really paying attention to who's sitting at the table. And you guys have brought whiskey or beer, or water or tea or something that might be available. You've got it at Eastwoods. Yeah. Wilder just sat down. I don't know if you want to talk to him at all. What the hell's he doing here? You guys don't know anything about...
We just nod.
Head nods.
Okay, what about the rest of you guys? What do you want to do?
I feel like
Bar, separate table. Separate table, on stage.
I feel like
separate
bar.
table. Bar, okay, bar.
I feel like I'm trying to like eavesdrop on them because they
On
hurt
this
my
case?
interest. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can.
And I have like a bunch of like
You're not really talking much right now.
when they originally were.
Okay, yeah, you could
That's
have.
because what's his face was talking, and then he just
And then he just
so we're just like waiting, like.
Okay, okay.
And I feel like at my
We could probably
table
talk
I have a
about
bunch of
something
like
else
papers
you
I'm
wouldn't
looking over.
What kind of papers are you looking at?
Just like maps and like some other general
Wanted
information.
posters?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it is 1875.
And
yeah,
like
date of
some
birth.
maps for
Please
the
put a date
area.
of birth.
I did.
Yeah,
July
okay, great. Okay, so you're looking over wanted posters and maps of the area. There's a map right there of Arizona underneath that tile. If you want to look at it. Okay, bar boys. You guys are not sitting too terribly far apart. That's these two. Are you at a table or the bar?
I'm at the bar.
Okay, so that end of the table is at the bar. Not next to each other, but you can be as far or as close as you want.
I see him. He's drinking whiskey.
He's drinking whiskey. Yes, he's got this horrible like.
Wait, he's on. Are you on the right or left of me? Probably the
Whatever
right.
side sees whatever the fuck that face is.
You're on his left. His left side is wrecked, right? Isn't he a left side?
Yeah, left side.
Left side is wrecked.
What?
It's
Go
your
ahead. Yeah, I could just do this.
You would probably have seen that too. This guy is obviously badly maimed. So yeah, you guys, what do you want to introduce yourself? Not?
I would do that to you.
Yeah, some. Wait. Sorry, I do have to do that. Jack West. So we have some ugly poppy